Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, the Hack Scott from NYC Razor here, and today we are back with Week 10 of Season 5 of the NPL. This week, we are going up against one of my best friends in the league, Jolt from TheTokenMinorities, the coach of the Toronto Staraptors, and this is pretty much a do-or-die game for us this week. We really need to be able to make this to win this game, to be able to try to make it into the playoffs this season. I really want to get there. I really just want to get there once. I can get there once and then just quit happily, but probably not going to, but I could. It's really all I want to do. But we are against really stiff competition this week. We have to go against Jolt, then we have to go against Aberforth from the TokenMinorities as well, and then we have to go against Robin Vart. But I think we can make it this week. The matchup that we have against Jolt is not really great. He does have a lot of very threatening things and a lot of very bulky things, such as Mega Venusaur and Starmie and Lucario, and it's not really good for me. But we're gonna start going over the sets that I brought for this match. I pretty much brought a standard Choice Band Entei, except instead of something like Stone Edge, I actually running Return. Just because Return against his team is actually not that bad, and it hits things like Starmie. It hit things like Starmie a lot harder than E-Speed can, or a lot harder than Stone Edge can. Then we have the Drapion, Double Dance Drapion, Agility Swords Dance, Knockoff, and Poison Jab. This is pretty much all I need to. I can pretty much sweep his entire team with this set, possibly by setting up on the Venusaur. Because a +2 and a +3 Poison Jab, it does a lot to Venusaur. It does 70-80%, even if it's like a standard defensive Venusaur, pretty much. And then +3 knockoff. +3 knockoff can kill things like Lucario and Starmie and everything. So this set is actually has the potential to sweep his team. We do have 64 speed EVs just to outspeed a max speed timid Sylveon, because Choice Spec Sylveon is actually very strong against my team. It completely walls my Mega Latios pretty much. And then we have Diazumarill, Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, pretty standard, except I am running Double Edge. And now the reason I am running Double Edge is because I have max speed, and if I have the opportunity to be able to, I'm pretty sure this outspeeds a couple things on his team. But Double Edge, if he would switch in something, if I would get a Belly Drum up and then he would switch into Venusaur, Double Edge, I think a +6 does kill a standard defensive Venusaur. So that's pretty much why I have that move. Everything else is just good against Aqua Jet Play Rough. Then we have the Steelix, which is actually Resto Chesto Steelix, to be able to because if I do lose my Sturdy, but he switches out, or I'm able to force him out of something at low health, I can just rest up to get my Sturdy back, because this thing takes on Lucario for me very well, considering the fact that just one Earthquake kills, and with the Sturdy can live any one hit from the Lucario. And then just standard Stealth Rock, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, especially defensive, because I am scared of the Spec Sylveon. I can pretty much take 2 Hyper Voices with it, but kill with the Heavy Slam. Then we have Regigigas, and this is a set I was given a lot of shit about this week. Now, you guys who even watch my videos, you guys know that I have brought Regigigas before. I have brought T-Wave, Confuse Ray, Sub, Regigigas, but this is a different type. It's Thunderwave, Confuse Ray, Return, Earthquake, but it is still Thunderwave, Confuse Ray. I brought this set plenty of times, but I was given a lot of shit for it this week. You're gonna see why. I made the set more specially defensive, that they take on things like Starmie and Venusaur, and it does have some defense investment for Psyshock, but most of all, it's not going to be able to take a Lucario close combat from like full health or anything, but it's there to just be a very annoying special wall. And then finally we have Hopes and Memes. The Togetic. I never thought that I would bring Togetic to a match, especially a match that's this important to me. But it is a mostly defensive Togetic, 180 in defense, bold with 76 depth investment, because Regigigas is going to be my main special wall. But originally what I really wanted to do was I was going to make a nasty pass into Regigigas set, and I thought that would be hilarious, but you know, sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that it's not gonna work at all. So I am just gonna do a standard attacking nasty plot Togetic with no special attack investment though. With Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Roost. I was running Tri-Attack instead of Dazzling Gleam, but Tri-Attack is incompatible with Nasty Plot, so I wasn't able to do that. And because of that, I actually changed it from Serene Grace to Super Luck, because the only thing that would be able to Serene Grace would be Psychic, but Psychic would only be a 20% chance, so I feel Super Luck would just be a better move and in better ability in general. And that's pretty much it. So when I get back, we're going to get into the battle. Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with the battle. This is, once again, Week 10 of the NPL against one of my best friends in the league, Jolt from TheTokenMinorities. Make sure after this battle, make sure to go check out his channel. He produces a lot of high-quality NPL content. He's a great battler. He's a very, just great person in general. Make sure to go check out his channel. Leave a sub. Check out the video against me that he made. But, getting into the battle, looking at the team that he brought, it's pretty much everything that I expected. The Starmie, the Venusaur, the Sylveon, the Lucario. Haxorus I did kind of expect, because Haxorus is just like a very, in general, is just a very scary, heavy hitter for my team. And then Lantern wasn't really something that I was expecting that much, but I was kind of expecting it sort of. But I felt like Lantern was always just something that I can just adjust my playstyle around. Because I didn't think it would be that tough to deal with the Lantern with the team that I made. But other than that, everything I pretty much expected. Defensive Venusaur probably, most likely spec Sylveon, probably offensive Starmie, probably something like on the hands of a CB Lucario. I don't know. But getting into the battle, I lead off with the Regigigas as he leads off with his Venusaur. And here he's going to go straight for the Mega. He's going to get a Leech Seed off, and I'm going to go for the Confuse Ray. So I don't really want my Regigigas to be Leech Seeded, so I'm just going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Steelix. As you can see, he did go into the Starmie, and fearing an offensive start, I did switch out, or any Starmie in general, back into my dedicated special wall to Regigigas. And he's going to go for a Leech Seed again, but this time he actually is going to miss, and I'm going to get a T-Wave off. And now I'm going to be able to get a Confused Ray off, and he is going to hit himself in confusion. And I'm actually just going to switch off into the Drapion, and I'm going to try to start the setup. I was actually trying to see if he had Sleep Powder as well, keeping the Regigigas in on him. But I am going to go for an Agility, and fearing the Earthquake, I did switch out to Drapion, because Drapion can't kill without a Swords Dance as a boost. So I'm going to go into Togetic. He did go for Earthquake. He's going to go into the Fish as I get a couple nasty plots up. He's going to try to Scald me for the burn, for the residual damage, and he is going to get it. But as you can see, the Super Luck crit actually did happen, which was actually very helpful for going against his Lantern. But he did have Rest, but it didn't. Doesn't really matter to me too much. But here he's going to go Sleep Talk, and he's actually going to Sleep Talk Rest as I roost up. And here I'm actually just going to get to +6 with Nasty Plot, because Togetic at +6 can pretty much sweep his entire team, I'm pretty sure. So here I'm just gonna go for a Dazzle. It's not gonna kill just yet, and I am gonna go for a Roost here, as he does just go for another Scald, and he's gonna go for another Scald here. I'm just gonna Roost up again and try to get back into full, and then I am going to take this thing out with the Dazzle, but not before he actually does Heal Bell to take away the paralysis on his Mega Venusaur. Good play before he died. And here he's going to go into Haxorus. He's going to try to kill. I'm expecting Iron Terror or Poison Jab. He does reveal Poison Jab. And I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam and take it out. And now, unfortunately, because of the burn, Togekiss isn't going to be able to live a Sludge Bomb from the Venusaur. I'm pretty sure normally without the burn it probably would have. But in this case, it's not. And here, he's going to go into the Starmie, and I'm going to get the T-Wave up, but it doesn't really matter because it's most likely Natural Cure Starmie. And he actually reveals that his Starmie does have the T-Wave, which is expecting me to believe that this is more of a defensive, especially defensive Starmie. But, and as you can see, I'm actually keep going for T-Waves here. That's mostly because I am very scared of the Lucario coming in on the Regigigas, especially after it did just T-Wave something. So I was kind of afraid that for the fact that he would switch into the Lucario on the Regigigas, but I guess he was fearing the getting confused. So he was just going for Scalds with his Starmie. However, I do feel like the fact that he went for T-Wave on me first kind of helped me more than it helped him, because now it just means that I can't get burned by Scald. And once my slow start gets off, he's like, I'm going to be doing a lot more damage to him through the paralysis, whereas if he got the burn with the Scald before he went for T-Wave, instead of going for T-Wave on me, I would have been doing significantly less damage and taking even more residual damage. So the paralysis in the long run is just helping me a little bit more. Here he is going to snap out of confusion. He's just going to keep going for Scalds as I do get paralyzed, but now my slow start is over, so I am going to be having a little more attack now, but I have 0 attack investment. Here I'm just going to go for confusion and hope that I can at least get some lefties recovery. Here, and he is just going to go into his Venusaur again, and he's going to go for Leech Seed as I get paralyzed, and I don't want to give this Venusaur the Leech Seed health at all, so I am going to go back into the Steelix, but he does go back into the Star, so I'm just going to go straight into Regigigas again, and we're going to play the whole song and dance routine again. It's pretty much going to be the same couple turns that it was the last time on the Regigigas. I'm going to go for Confuse Ray instead of the Thunder Wave this time, just because he does have Natural Cure, so he can switch out anytime if he wanted to, just to get rid of it. And by using the Confuse Ray, it gives me more of a chance that he hits himself in confusion. I can get more damage off and get my lefties recovery. And as you can see, he actually is getting hit in confusion a bit, as I do get some slow start returns off him. But he does have recover, like I kind of expected for a defensive Starmie to have. So these next couple turns, it's basically just Regigigas versus Starmie versus Mega Venusaur kind of stall, as it's just kind of back and forth with Paralysis, Confuse Rays, and Leech Seeds. But here, the Venusaur is going to go hit himself in confusion for me to get another T-Wave off on him. I'm going to get paralyzed, but he does miss the Leech Seed this time, which is pretty big. And I'm going to get a slow start return off. And as you can see, no attack investment. It did 58% to the Starmie, so it's probably not Fizdef Starmie, maybe Spadef Starmie. But, you know, Regigigas is basically doing his thing, his thing now. And, you know, I, like, people give me shit for bringing this set, but I didn't have anything else really to bring against his team. And you could say, like, oh, you didn't have to put Confuse Ray or anything out. Like, Regigigas' move pool for, like, in any way, sort of fashion, it doesn't really help cover against this. And Confuse Ray was really, like, one of my best defensive options to be able to put on this thing. And this is a standard Regigigas set. If you see a standard Regigigas set, it is most likely T-Wave, Confuse Ray, and Sub. It's not fully standard because I don't have Sub. I'm sorry, my throat's getting a little dry, but this is just a standard PU Regigigas set. And you know, now I'm starting to go for Earthquakes, fearing that the Lucario may switch in, but I don't really think he would do that, because I guess he just doesn't want any return damage on his Lucario, even though it wouldn't, I don't think it would kill, and he would just be able to kill me right back. But, you know, Regigigas right now, he's holding the door for the team, and it's just turns of stall at this point. Honestly, just me. It's kind of just PP stalling at this point. And like I understand that this is like a hack set, and he does switch into Sylveon here, and I did get a big return off on it, and he's gonna go for Protect, trying to waste my PP for Return or Earthquake or whatever. I didn't think an Earthquake would be able to kill from this range because I don't know his spread, so I just went for another Return here, and I do kill it as he does go for the Wish into Lucario. And he's just going to be able to hit me with close combat and kill me. So Regigigas is dead. Regigigas, he couldn't hold the door long enough. Lucario busted it open. But I'm just going to go out into Steelix to kind of threaten out the Lucario, because he knows that if he goes for anything on the Steelix, Lucario's just going to die. And here I'm actually going to go into Azumarill. And I'm going to try to go for Belly Drum, but I do get paralyzed. And I'm going to try to go for it again here, even though I know the Mega Venusaur switch-in was kind of obvious. I was hoping I'll be able to at least tank one Sludge Bomb through the T-Wave and then kill it with the Double Edge. But he is going to go for a Synthesis and Leech Seed my drop in, as I do get the Swords Dances up, and I'm going to go for Poison Jab. And as you can see, that does 86% to a most likely Fizz-Dev Venusaur. So here he's going to switch out, and predicting the Lucario to take the Poison Jab, I am just going to go straight for a knockoff. And it was CB Lucario, so Regigigas had no chance of living at all. I think it could have if it wasn't Choice Banded, but through the Choice Band couldn't kill. Starmie's just going to come in and kill Drapion off. Drapion did his job. He killed something. It was good. Here I'm going to go for Double Edge. Without the Belly Drum, it only does 27% to the Venusaur, but he's going to go for Synthesis. I'm just going to go into Entei here, and predicting the Starmie to come in, I don't want to go for a Flare Blitz or a Sacred Fire. I'm going to go for Return. And he's going to start recovering, but Return's going to do more damage than he can recover off. And he is going to T-Wave me here. Fortunately, I do break through the Paralysis, and I just kill off the Starmie right now. And I do get paralyzed, and he does Leech Seed my Entei, and I don't really want to stay in on Venusaur just going for returns with Entei. I want to be able to hit it with a Flare Blitz or a Sacred Fire, because that two shots the Mega Venusaur. Here, I'm just going to try. I know he does have the Leech Seed on me, but I am just going to try to get some residual with the Steelix, because I do have Rest. It was kind of just like a dumb couple turns by me. So right now, I'm just going to go into the Entei, as he actually did Sludge Bomb. I guess he actually did predict the switch into Entei or into Azumarill, and I'm going to Sacred Fire, and he does get paralyzed, which is unfortunate, but I don't believe another Sludge Bomb would have killed me anyways. Yeah, another Sludge Bomb I don't think wouldn't have killed me anyways, or would a Leaf Storm at that point. But we did beat Jolt 3-0, which is actually good for us. We are at 4-6 -3 right now. Third place in the conference right now. We are actually on our way to contending for playoffs. Try to get a wild card spot, or try to make top 2 in our division. But through the hacks and everything, it still was a good game. Regigigas. This is what Regigigas does. I don't draft Regigigas purely for hacks. If anybody gets that notion from me, that's actually not true. I don't draft Regigigas for hacks. I draft Regigigas because I personally think Regigigas is just a good mon past slow start. But the reason I bring stuff like that is to get past the slow start. I don't bring Confuse Ray just to be able to be like, haha, you're confused, I'm hacking you out. Like, I'm trying to get lucky. I'm not trying to be use any skill. That's not true. For anyone who and I've been getting shit since this battle that I'm apparently like no skill, trash, pussy ass player. But you can call me what you want. I really don't give a shit. In the end of the day, I did win by again. It was 3 hacks, but in the end of the day, I'm just gonna take this and move on. I really don't give a shit what you call me. I honestly couldn't care less. So I'm just gonna drop it right there. Good game to Jolt, I guess. But with this, we are just one step closer to trying to make it into playoffs this season. I think we can do it. I think we have the potential to be able to make it into playoffs this season. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment in the comment section below, and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more New York Metangs NPL content. Also, make sure to go check out the official NPL channel, and make sure to go check out the NPL website, and just watch all the stuff on the NPL channel, like the weekly recaps, the power rankings, the game of the week, sets of the week. Make sure to give us some love. Alright, guys. I'm out.